Hi guys, welcome to this short video from Bite Size Excel, where we're going to take an introductory look at resizing your rows and your columns in Excel. Now, as we can see from this example here, we have a workbook where we've started to add in some example data for a stock list, but the data is not particularly readable because, well, the columns are a bit too narrow, so you can't actually see the full detail on your inventory number or ID, and a number of other ones are not particularly easy to read either. So to be able to resize our columns, there are a number of ways of doing it. So one of the first is to hover over your columns and go between any two columns. So if we want to widen out column A, we go to the intersection between column A and column B, click on it, hold, and then drag. And that will widen out your column till it's wide enough to see your data, however far you want to go with it. This also works if you select a number of columns and hover over any intersection, grab it and widen it out, and it will widen all the columns to the exact same width. Another way of doing this is to either select a single or multiple columns, right click, and come down to this option here, column width, click on it, and then we can select a particular width and it will widen it out that far. You can do the exact same thing with your rows, so either select a single row and make it a bit taller, or select multiple, works in the same way. And again, if we right click this time, there's a row height. Right, so another place to find these options is if we come to the Home tab and come up here to the Format option in the Cells group. Click on this, you have your row and your column, your row height and your column width options, which gives you the exact same pop-out box that you get if you right click on the side. The other option we have here, if we select our columns, is we can auto fit either the row height or the column width. So if we select that, it will widen it out to exactly as wide as the largest data in those cells. So we can either do this for a single column, or we can select them all and auto fit the data. And now we can see all our headings as well. A final way to look at resizing your rows or your columns is, we should make this a little bit wider. If we select a row, we can make our row auto fit to the contents by selecting this wrap text button. And what this does is it wraps up the text in the cell and makes the row high enough to contain all that data. So we click on wrap text, you can see that it has made the row height as tall as the tallest item. So if we select all our cells, we can widen these out, make it even more readable. So as you can see, if you widen it out, when the wrap text button is selected, it will stay at the last setting that it was on. Now, if you want to make it fit to the tallest now, we can select our row, again come up to this Format tab and select Auto Fit Row Height, and it will narrow it down so it's the same height as the tallest bit of data in there. So that's just a brief introduction to resizing your rows and your columns in Excel. Hopefully you found it useful, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.